that has sold over 45,000 of these on QVC. Oh, thank you. He knows how to win me over every time.
Oh, you're a sucker for it.
Look at this gorge, I know. And for you too, for 18 years. This is a beautiful collection of flowers. Beautiful.
Yes.
From our climbing rose garden. So we've sold 45,000 of these on QVC. You should know that when we last presented this in April of 2014, it completely sold out.
It did.
So we have it now earlier in the season, so it's ready to roll. You're getting all three of these beautiful roses, including the angel face, which is that lavender fragrant rose that's my favorite.
Climber.
Yep, yours too.
Yes.
And that's going to be part of this collection that's priced at $37 and change. So basically, you're getting for $12 a piece delivered, you're getting some really gorgeous roses.
Unbelievable. Look at that. And I know you love the lavender and the purple
I
roses the best. They are always the most fragrant. And Angel Face was my first hybrid tea rose I had. When I got that one, there wasn't a climbing version of it. Now we've got a climbing version, and a climbing rose will give you 5 times as many roses as a shrub rose in the same footprint. The perfect yellow one, royal gold, another climber.
Pretty.
These are 10 to 12 feet tall. You're getting all three. It's not a choice of. I dare you to go out and even find one climbing rose. You just cannot find them in the marketplace. And this is the improved climbing blaze. This is the best red climbing rose that there is out there. You're getting all three. Plant them separately or together as a kaleidoscope.
So for people who've never bought a climbing rose before,
Yes.
what do they need to have for the rose to climb on?
This is what they used to do in old times. And I tell you, I go back and what's old is new again.
Yes.
And this is what I would do, is I did a post, a 10-foot post in the middle of the yard. And then I grow the roses on the post and I just tie them to the post. Then I've got a pillar of flowers.
Kind of like this look here almost,
Kind of like
right?
that look there. Or if you've got an arbor or a fence, you can do it that way. I mean, if you just glanced at that, you would think, okay, what a lot of nice tropical vines in Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Those are roses. That's your collection. The beautiful lavenders, the beautiful gold, the beautiful red, all together. That's what they look like when you plant them together. And we talked about more color, more color. That's what this show is all about. And if you want to prune them, you don't need to.
You don't have to. Isn't
Love
that nice? I can do this if I did a trellis up against the side of my house. Would that work?
Yes, but because they don't have tendrils, you do attach them.
You attach them,
I attach
okay.
mine with cotton string, and I
Okay.
just replace it occasionally.
Yeah.
And then they go up.
They go up.
But different from other roses, these bloom all the way from top to bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say, like it really is a flower tower.
It is
Right?
a flower tower.
Yeah.
And also, all three of these varieties are very fragrant. These are not brand new varieties. These are tried and true. You know, some of the new things, haven't been through enough testing. These have. These are the best of the best. It's the best red, the best lavender, and the best yellow one all in one place.
That yellow rose, I have to say, is really striking.
They're hard to find. These are the sorts of roses you see around the old horse farms in Kentucky. When I
Yeah.
go for the Kentucky Derby, this is what I expect to see.
Love it. So all three of these, can you show us what we're sending to everybody, Philip? And maybe explain, what do I do with it when I get it at home? Because this looks quite different than some of the other things that we've shown.
Here we go. These are going to grow up like crazy this year. This is a big size rose bush. These are Bareroot Roses. Plant them to here in an average garden soil in as much sun as you can give it. Do not fertilize it until it has leafed out. The first year, it will get up about 4 feet tall. The next year, it goes crazy. You'll get some blooms this year. Next year, it will be wonderful festoons of roses.
Oh, what a fancy word.
Yes.
Festoons.
That's right. If you could put that on a Scrabble board, you're in business.
Well, stay on the line if you're dialing in. Of course, you might also want to consider the bud and flower booster for roses.
Correct.
To go along with this, right?
Exactly. And a lot of people say, I have roses and they're just not doing a darn thing for me. It's often a nutrition problem. So if you get roses at the grocery store and plant them, don't pull them up, fertilize them, and I have a feeling that they'll come back for you.
Also, are these something that are cold hardy?
Absolutely cold hardy.
Okay.
Work in all parts of the country.
Great.
And you know where I plant mine?
Tell me.
You know the drain pipe that's on the corner of your house that is
Yes.
so ugly? Hide the drain pipe with it. You can attach it to the drain pipe.
Okay.
The posts that hold up your deck, plant them on the posts, or in large containers on the deck and let them trail out over the railing.
Oh, that's cool.
Because they don't have to go straight up. They can also go
they
laterally
can climb,
as
yeah,
arms.
climb horizontally too.
Correct.
Would I still attach it if
You
I was
still
doing
attach
that?
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
you
you're
still
kind of
need to attach-
guiding it, right?
Correct.
To go that way and then hold it into place.
That's right.
Got it.
And they bloom all summer, by the way. You know, a lot of the climbing roses are one-time bloomers.
Yes.
These are perpetual bloomers. They keep right on blooming, but full-size roses.
I was just going to say, what are the size of the flowers? Are these it?
Let's get a close-up of your bouquet.
Yes, okay.
And let's take a look at what these blooms look like, because these are florist quality blooms
Look at those.
on a climbing rose. This is not a shrub rose. These will be 10 feet tall. You're getting all of this
Isn't that
color.
amazing?
Flowers to cut, vertical gardening. If you've got a small space, grow them up the fence.
I love
If
that.
you've got a little patio garden, up the wall,
And if
up the chimney.
you were talking about your drain spout, like at our house, that's rocky, but if I had a big container,
Yes.
put it there and then tied it up to go up the drain spout, it'd work just the same?
That's correct.
Okay.
And they're great in containers. Even when I lived in New York, we would do them on rooftop gardens. Of course, everything had to be in a container.
Yes.
And what I do in my containers, I put about 3 inches of mulch on the top. It helps me cut down on the watering. And then I fertilize mine every couple of weeks with our bud and flower booster for roses, and that gave me robust growth. If you keep your plants really healthy, you know, with the fertilizer, you're not going to have disease problems, you're not going to have insect problems. Diseases and insects attack the weak.
Attack the week.
Yeah.
Let's do this. We're going to go off to our phones. Teresa is calling in from Ohio. Hi, Teresa. It's Jill and Philip. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing great. Thank
Fantastic.
you. What do you think of this gorgeous climbing rose collection?
They're beautiful, and we know right where they're going to go, and it'll go along with about 30 or 40 other plants that we've purchased from Cottage Farms.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That sounds like quite a
Wonderful.
garden.
Yeah, oh yeah, we take care of 2 different households. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do
Which
you get?
one is your favorite one?
The purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Ours
on the same
too.
page with the
Yeah.
two of us.
Ours
I love
too.
this angel face. It smells like clove chewing gum and roses all at the same time.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Great.
I have a quick question.
Of
Sure.
course.
We live in Ohio, so what do we do to take care of them through the harsh winters?
Are you going to have yours in the ground or in the container?
Probably both, a little bit of both.
Okay, what I would do with mine is I would, in the container, I add about 5 inches of mulch to the top of it. If it's growing up on something anywhere else, don't worry about it at all. It just grows up. That's what it does.
Oh, okay.
Not a thing. And you don't have to prune
Okay,
it.
great. You don't?
No, you just want it to go up. Everybody's thinking you got to prune like your shrub roses. These you don't prune. They just go up. The taller they get, the more blooms you're going to have. Because I can't stand the pruning. Anything that doesn't want to be pruned, I want that one.
I'm with you.
Teresa.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Thanks for calling. Enjoy these when they arrive.
Thanks very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks, Teresa.
Last question, hon. Are these going to be blooming for me this year?
Yes, you'll get blooms this year, but next year is when you will have the overabundance of flowers.
Where they really take off?
Yes, and the fragrance.
Remember, too, this is a collection that's been really popular on QVC. 45,000 of those ordered since it first debuted. We did sell out of the Shade Loving and Patient collection. A reminder about our zone map here. So remember, we won't ship these to you till they're ready to be planted, right, Philip?
Exactly. So don't worry about that. It just gives you an idea about when they'll be arriving. The tender plants will ship a couple of weeks later. When the boxes arrive, open them up. If you can't plant straight away, put them in the window. Give